So Anthropic just released Claude Design, and in this video, I'm gonna give you guys my honest review on what I think about it. I'm gonna show you guys how to use it, how to access it, the pros and the cons. So let's get straight into the video. So as you can see here on Twitter, they literally just dropped it, and they say that you can make prototypes, slides, and one-pagers by talking to Claude. This is also powered by Opus 4.7, and it turns out you can actually make videos with it as well. So as you can see here, we have a user that designed this video just with 12 prompts, and then we have another user here that generated an email marketing template that actually looks really amazing. So there are many use cases for this, with marketing and even for creating your own SaaS. So to test this out, you're gonna have to be using a paid version of Claude, but if you have the pro version, that's good enough. They also haven't integrated this into Claude desktop application or in the terminal yet. I'm not sure if they will do that since it's UI based. So this is all on the web version. All we're gonna do is go to claude.ai/design. Then it's gonna bring you to this page. From here, you can see that we can create a prototype, we can create a slide deck, we can choose from a template, and this is where it says animation. So like I was showing you guys earlier, we can actually create videos, and then we just have this other tab. So here for the prototypes, we can pick our project name, and then we can either create a wireframe or a high fidelity. We can also create a design system so that we can use our designs or assets that we already have that are branded to us. So I'm just gonna create a high fidelity here just to show you guys what it looks like. So kind of looks like Stitch here. On the right, we have where we can view what we created, and on the left here, we can chat with Claude. Now there's a couple options it gives us. It gives us the design system, which we can create here, or we can take one of the skills they already have. So as you can see, we can literally take the front end design skill, make a deck skill, interactive prototype. All these skills are already added and you can just implement them. You can also add a screenshot if you want to give a reference, or you can even attach a code base. If you're a Figma user, you can also drag and drop your Figma file straight into here. Now at the bottom here, you can change the model, but we are using Claude Opus 4.7. That is the best right now. We can import any kind of file. We can talk to Claude, and if you click this little import button down here, you can actually connect to GitHub. You can grab web element, which is pretty cool. It allows you to go to any website and just click on an element. It's gonna copy the HTML of that specific element, and then you can bring it straight into here so you can kind of use that as a reference. So I wanna show you guys the capabilities without giving it too much guidance, just a short prompt to see what it can do. So I just wrote out a super simple prompt to test it out. No branding guideline, no strict guideline of any sort. So I just wrote design a mobile app interface for a habit tracking app, include home screen, stat screen, and a daily checklist. And then the style I just wrote modern iOS design, clean, minimal aesthetic. So super simple prompt. I just want to show you guys the capability, not going too deep into it. So I'm just gonna send that off and let's see what we get. So what's also super cool about this compared to Stitch is that once you send off a prompt, it almost gives you like this plan mode where it gives you a bunch of questions that you can answer. It comes up with these questions and it's gonna help you define the project and UI that you want much better. So as you can see here, it's asking us what visual vibe do we want. We have soft pastel, monochrome and minimal, warm and creamy, cool and technical. So let's just try cool and technical. Then here it asks for the accent color feeling. Let's go with orange since it's correlated with energy. Then information density. Do we only want one thing per screen, balanced or dense? I'm just gonna say balanced. How should habits be visualized? Rings, kind of like Apple Fitness style. We have the heat map with like GitHub. You know, let's keep it like Apple so we have that iOS kind of theme. Which interactions should feel real? So let's do the pull to refresh. Let's do tap to check off, swipe between screens, and add new habit flow. Then it says tweaks to expose, and I'm just gonna click them all here so that we can tweak it later. Beyond the 3 required, want any extras. So it even gives us extra ideas that we can add to our project. So you know what, let's do it. We'll add a profile and settings, and you know what, let's do an onboarding as well. So how do we want the copy tone to be? Let's make it encouraging and friendly, and for the device frame we're gonna make it iPhone frame. And then it asked how novel should the UX be, and I'm just gonna say familiar with iOS patterns since we're going for that kind of iOS vibe. Then I'm just gonna click continue, and as you can see on the left here, it kind of created a plan step by step for us, and it's going to check off the progress one by one. So first it's going to set up the iOS frame plus file scaffold, then it's going to create the design system, and then so on and so on. What's really nice about this as well is that it creates the files, the code for us, so that if we want to export this into Claude code later and kind of work on the back end, we can super simply do that. And boom, just like that, it just finished running. And as you can see, we have the iPhone here, we got the rings, habits completed today. We can actually even click and you can see the animations actually work. So not only did it create the UI, but we can actually click around and you can see that it all works. This is insane. If we click see all here, wow, it brings us to the other page where we can see today's checklist. Here we can add habits, and you can see we can actually play around with it and test it out. Change the icons here, the color, the habit name. Let's see if we could actually add the habit. So if I click add, wow, it actually works. We've got animations for when we actually click for completed tasks. And overall, it did an insane job, as you can see. Let's see the other page. So here we have the stats page, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Even the profile page that we asked to be made, every time I try and do this with Gemini or any other AI, I always get like a really weird not working profile page for some reason. So this actually looks insane, and we basically have everything that we need. And then if we click the plus down here, that's just to add a new habit. So you can actually see how in depth this Claude design goes compared to even Google Stitch or any other UX design AI that we had so far. Now, as you can see on the bottom right here, we have the tweaks. So we can instantly tweak any design that we want. And this is custom made for each project that you create in Claude design. So for this one, we can change the theme from light to dark. As you can see, we can change the accent color. For the animation here, we can change the check animation from bounce to pop to even fade. And then we can change the radius here. So the radius here is for these elements right here. As you can see, when we change balanced, it gets kind of tighter. And if we do soft, it's super tight. I actually kind of like the soft, so I'm going to leave it like that. Now, if you wanted to work on this, you can obviously just chat back and forth, give it more prompts to change things that you want to change. But for just one prompting this is absolutely insane. Then on the top right here, we can also leave comments. And once you click on that, you'll see that we can click on any element. So if you want to leave a comment on a specific element, you can just click on it and you can write whatever you want. It's going to highlight that element and it's going to bring it into the chat box here so that whatever you wrote, it's going to send that element and we can make specific changes just to that section. Now there's also the edit button up here. This will allow us to edit sections. So if we click on a section here, we can change the font, we can change the size, we can change the line spacing, the padding. This is absolutely insane. And then we can even change the text. So I can change it to my name just like that. Then we can change the color. Wow, super UI friendly and super easy. It's crazy how you can just click anything and change that specific element. So let's say I want to add some top padding here. I can literally just go to padding and then add the padding over here. We change to 25. And as you can see, we can play around with each element, almost like if you're creating a website from scratch. So for all the website coders, this is so useful because you can change each element, padding, alignment, everything to customize it exactly how you want it. Google Stitch does not even have this feature, so this is insane. I'm honestly super surprised. So then another thing we can do is we can draw. So for example, if we wanted here to show a number or something, you can kind of just write the number, or that's an example, but you can draw out kind of what you want to add, and that's going to tell Claude Code to do it. Now, like I said, in the top right here, we can export, so we can download the project as a zip, we can export as a PDF into a PowerPoint, we can send it to Canva, we can export it as a standalone HTML, or we can hand it off to Claude Code, which is obviously going to be the most often use case for us. So now that we see the power of it, I'll show you guys another project I did to test it. So I wanted to see how it would work with creating a dashboard. So I basically just told it, design a dashboard UI for an AI agent system, include sidebar with agents, main panel showing tasks running, status indicators, clean modern UI, futuristic, minimal, similar to Notion plus linear. And as you can see, it's amazing. Like, it's crazy how you can click around and it actually shows you how it would look with the animations and everything. On the right here, we have the live reasoning, so you can see it's thinking, you can see the context, the steps. And when we click around, it actually works. So you can test it. Obviously, it's not gonna have the real functionality, but for example, you can just see how the UI would react to certain buttons that you click. So we can click new task, and then we can just write at the bottom, find my competitors, and boom, just like that, running. And it's absolutely insane. This UI is so beautiful. I might actually use it. Now, obviously the functionality is not actually working. This is just an example data and everything. It's just to show you how the animations would look if it was live, but that makes it that much better. Now I wanted to try one more prompt. This prompt was to create a mock-up for an AI newsletter, both for mobile and desktop, so I would see what it would look like on both. And as you can see, just with a super simple prompt, it came out really well. Even has animations, which is pretty crazy. We can see it even gave custom tweaks here. So like I said, we can literally have custom tweaks made by Claude. Super simple, particles on, off, as you can see changes. We can change the density, we can change the glow. Let's see the mobile version. And as you can see, it's not always perfect. So for example, for issues like here, or if it gets cut off like the text over here, those are little things we can fix just by mentioning it. But for the one shot, it's actually crazy. I love how interactive this whole thing is as well. So either way, guys, that's my take on the new Claude design update. I'm actually going to be using this one a lot, and I'm actually impressed with how good it is. But either way, I hope you learned something new today. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and a subscribe. Also, if you want to learn more about AI, I do have a Skool first link in the description below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see y'all in the next one. Peace!